Hey, what's up, everyone? Erod here. Just trying to go live again, just to see what's going on with this YouTube thing over here. Just wanted to do my year in review. Just wanted to share with you guys everything that I've done this year, all the hauls and everything else. The good books that I picked up. It was a really good year this year. Had a good year with my had a good time with all the New York Warriors, and got nobody on here now, so I could just talk a little bit and just go over some things with you guys here. But you know, if I had to say what kind of a year it was, 2017, I consider it the year of the autographs for me. You know, uh, just got a lot of autographs, a lot of people that I really really wanted to get before that I hadn't had the opportunity to go to a bunch of different cons and get people to sign some books for me that I really 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 liked. It was just good. I had a lot of fun with it. Got to hang out with the New York Warriors. Get a lot of books signed, which is always a plus. When you're doing this hobby, it's even a lot more fun. I find it, just much more fun when you're with a bunch of guys that have the same passion as you. A bunch of your friends. Hey, Pope Grimy, what's going on? Thanks for watching. But just doing a year in review, just talking about, you know, what how my 2017 went. Show some books, my top books that I picked up for 2017. And like I was saying, this was a year where I really invested in doing autographs. You can see right here, that's Venomverse #1 by McFarlane, and I got McFarlane to sign that at a Scorpion Comics booth. It was really a fluke thing. I actually went there to get this there, which was the Matina variant for Venom, and they happened to have the McFarlane there. And if you purchased a Venom book, this book over here with the Skyline, the same way they did it for the ASM 700, you were able to get two books signed. One of them had to be this book, and the other one, any book you wanted. So I got McFarlane to sign another book for me, which was just super, super great. But me, Jeff Johnson, a couple of the other guys, I think Manny was with us too, and we all got this. And we got Matina to sign a bunch of books for us. If you purchase them from Matina, and we were the first ones on his line that day, he signed a bunch of books for me. I got 4 or 5 books signed by Matina, so it was really, really awesome. Another highlight for me was getting Jeff Johns to sign a book for me. I mean, that was just huge. I had one of my friends go in there, and I got a book signed for him, and he was able to get Jeff Johns for me. So I was stoked that. And I loved this Turner run on Flash that Jeff Johns did. I mean, just a great run. Some really, really nice books. But, this is what we're here for. Let me show you some books. Show you. Joker, what's going on, kid? How's everything? In no particular order, I'm just going to show you what I consider to be the best pickups I picked up this year. I picked up this book here, Justice League of America #8. I was dropping off my son up at college, and I always I use that app, Comic Store Locator, and I'll always put in the zip code of where I'm at, try and find local shops that have advertised in there. Found this shop in there, picked up 2 books. 2 of them actually were on my top books. This was actually pretty nice. I was able to clean it and press it. I got it for a pretty good price. Justice League #8. I love Justice League. I love all of these old ones. So I picked up #11 and #15 this year also. So I'm looking to go and get probably like 1 through 10. 1 through 15 will be my goal. Comic Book Mystique. Yeah, they're nice, man. I mean, they really are. I love them a lot. Wonder Woman pre-dress, she's got the shorts on and everything. Green Arrow before he became the Oliver Queen that everybody knows now with the beard. Here's another book I picked up. The other thing that 2017, I think, especially with the YouTube community established, was auctions. The New York Warriors held 2 auctions. 9.2 crew holds them. Great Legend holds his auctions. Quite a few people did some auctions, and it was a lot of fun. Alex the Karma Quarter does his. I got this from the first one that Doom did, and I got this for a really good price. It's a beautiful Andy Granoff Captain America, Captain Marvel there, which I love, you know. So yeah, I like I said, Pope Grammy, you know what? The auctions are awesome, bro. I mean, they just it works for both sides. I find you can get a book at a better price, and you're probably going to get it on eBay. The seller avoids the eBay fees, you know, getting taxed 9% on eBay fees and everything else, you know, and everybody gets, and you give back to the community. You get to get guys books. You know what? If I make a couple bucks, I don't need to kill it on it. You know, as long as I could flip it so I could buy myself something else, you know, I'm happy with that. Another place I purchased some nice books this year was on Instagram, and I picked that up. That's my second copy. And the reason I bought this raw, and it is beautiful. This is probably a 9.6 without even touching it. The reason I bought this is because my original copy, I got Art Germ to sign it for me at New York Comic Con, and I was stoked just to meet him. I actually first day went up there with him in mind, and I was the second person on his line. And I got 5 books signed. I bought 2 prints because at that point he only signs for an hour a day at a con, which is really hard to get there, especially when you got so many people at New York Comic Con. But if you purchase one of his prints, so of course I bought this Batgirl print and his Supergirl print that he did, and he'll sign anything for you free of charge. So well worth it for me. Well worth it. So you know, CBCS has those books because I'm authenticating witness for them, so I'm able to get my own book signed, and you know, they just take forever with their books, but that's okay as long as I get them back. Another recent pickup, I got this on eBay. Next Men number 32, is it? I'm sorry, number 21. I'm sorry, and that's first full color appearance of Hellboy. John Byrne's Next Men. Just a really nice book to have. Books like this are the ones I'm starting to snipe and pick up little by little, you know. All right, here we go. X-Men number 6. That's some Silver Age goodness. For most of you guys out there that know me know I'm a huge Wolverine, huge X-Men fan. I'm narrowing down my full run of Volume 1. Need issues 2, 4, I believe it's 12, and 1 or 2 other of the reprint issues to have a complete run of nice graded books. I did a video not long ago showing the graded ones I have. As you see, there's a lot of 8.0, 9.0s, so Silver Age 8.5s, and even low number 6s and 7.0s, so I'm happy with the collection. But I'm diversified. So I also picked this up because I do like the variants also. And look, I've been in this hobby for 35 years on and off. And you know what? Just because I'm of the older generation doesn't mean that I only collect the Silver Age. You gotta like everything, bro. Gotta enjoy it. So I love some J. Scott Campbell. I love the variants, you know? Comic Book Estate, what's going on, brother? I love it all. So I was searching for this one. And 205, I believe that's the first Nathaniel Summers as a baby. So, but that's a J. Scott Campbell version of it. A tougher book to find. I was able to finally find one for an affordable price, so I took it. And I got this too, and I love it. Damian Wayne, Son of Batman, and I think that's the 1 in 25 variant on this for issue number 2. And you've heard me preach before. Damian's one of my favorites. I mean, I just think that he is the future of DC. He's a badass little punk. He annoys the shit out of people, but he don't give a fuck. He just brings it, you know. I like it. I think it's pretty cool. I picked these up. This his first appearance, the 1 in 10 variant, is a book that's shooting through the roof now. You can't get it for anything under $80 minimum, you know. But it is what it is. Hey, everybody ready for snow? Everybody on the East Coast, and Joker, we're gonna get some snow, brother. Another way that I picked up some books this year is this way, and I got really, really lucky with this one. But I got that at an auction. I won that on a auction on Facebook, and I think I went in about $25 into it, and I got that. I mean, that is as bad as it gets. My favorite Delato cover. This one, and he did an Amazing Spider-Man one, and he did a Winter Soldier. Those are my three favorites that Delato did. But you know, everybody likes different things. Those are mine. But super happy to add that to my collection this year. Another way finding books, small local cons. Hit a little convention. It was a 1 day show. It wasn't even a convention. It was a 1 day show at a local high school by me. Me and Biggies had talked about, a couple of guys had talked about getting a table and just selling dollar books there. In the long run, we didn't do it. So I didn't go to the con. I didn't get there till like, I want to say I got there like 2, 3 o'clock. So I got there really late. And there was really nothing there except for one booth. And this guy had any major book you wanted. And he was pretty good. He worked out some deals with me. So I picked up these two books for what one of them should have cost me. I got that there. Amazing Spider-Man number 40. Just a gorgeous, gorgeous book. Bees, what's up, kid? I was just telling everybody how we were going to sell some dollar books that time at Newdorf High School. And we didn't do it, I said. And then I popped up at that con and I wound up finding some crazy books. And the other book I picked up that day was this, man. Look at that shit. That shit is badass. Yeah, I agree, CBA. Sometimes the small cons, you get better stuff because people aren't expecting it. Not the big time buyers aren't going there trying to sneak in there and snipe stuff. I got both of these books here. I want to say it was like $130 or $140. It's like $70 a book, and well worth it. Well worth it. So, maybe this year the New York Warriors will do that, Biggs. I mean, we got to discuss that. I don't think the tables cost that much. And maybe we'll go out there, get together. Each of us bring a couple of long boxes and just sell dollar books. Give a shout out to my local comic shop, Comic Book Jones, and Sacco Jones and the boys. They always take care of their customers. I got this there, and that's Swamp Thing number 1. I mean, it's beautiful. Just a super high grade copy of this, and they always do the right thing by us there. They give us decent prices in there, especially for guys that are regulars in the shop. Me, Biggs, we go there all the time, so they kind of do the right thing by us, which is what your local LCS should be doing. I'll leave that up there because it's just beautiful. I mean, look at this shit. That thing is flawless. It's not a perfect cut, but it's beautiful. Colors are vibrant. Purples are usually a tough color to get. It's on par with the blacks, but really, really, really nice. Picked up this as part of a 2000 book collection, and I got a Harbinger number 1 on there, man. I was super happy to have that. And then this was also part of that collection. So these are 2 books that I haven't shown. I'm probably going to do a live show just showing the books that I have purchased to part of this collection. But this is a super sharp ASM 300. Everybody needs one in their collection. This isn't Biggie's 9.0, but it's probably an 8.0. The back has a crease to it. But yeah, AG, what's going on, brother? Thank you, bro. Some nice books. I'm happy with the way my year worked out. Here's another thing that you guys might want to look into. CGC forums. I've been on there for quite a few years now, and there's certain guys that sell there that are reputable dealers, and there's one guy, Dale Roberts, who runs his own. He has a website. He runs all the major cons, but guy is super friendly and high grade books, and he'll let you do some time payments. So I worked out a time payment system with him, and picked up some books. This was another vendor that I did the same thing with, and I picked up this one here on Time Payments, and that's Amazing Spider-Man number 6, first appearance of the Lizard. Let me see what else. Oh yeah, I'll show you 2 more books that I did that were Time Payments here. Let me just set them up this way. This was also through Time Payments. So although I didn't have the books in hand for 2 months, I was able to slowly pay these things off, and they were going to be in my. It's cold in California. What's it like over there? CBA 75. Yeah, the FF48, man. I mean, that's just beautiful. It's the first Silver Surfer and Galactus, man. That book is just gonna pop and jump up. I got it before the big boom, but let's see what happens with this. And then here was the other one. So these 2 books, Time Payments. I think it took me like 2.5 months to pay these books off. I was doing like bi-weekly payments to this guy. But I got this in a 4.0. ASM number 3, first Dr. Octopus. I mean, shit is dope, bro. Look at that. Never thought I'd have those things in my collection. Never. Never thought I'd have those things in my collection. To own these books and have some big boy books like this, man, unbelievable. Unbelievable. If you told me in the last 3 years how my collection has grown, I would not believe it. But a lot of it has to do with the community, just talking to guys and finding out little tricks, things to do, ways to do things, flipping books to be able to buy the bigger book. You know, we all know that whole spiel, but it's true. It's true. Went to a flea market. I deal with a guy at a flea market all the time. Anytime he gets some bigger books, he comes and he reaches out to me. He had 635, Batman 635, first Red Hood. He had 2 pristine copies of them. Gave them to me for $55 a piece. I pressed out one, set it in for grading, came back at 9.8. This one, just as pristine. So eventually, you know, it's going to be something, you know, that down the line. The Red Hood's another big character. I was really happy with that though. Here you go. Here's another one. Catwoman number 51. When I bought that Justice League, this was the other thing sitting on the shelf. I got this for $40. Nice pressing. It's got an indentation, dimple I can't get rid of, you know, because I press my own books. And probably come back at 9.6. Hopefully 9.4, 9.6. But I'm really happy. A book that eluded me forever. I mean, and it's such an iconic book. My man at the flea market also sold me this. Probably like a 9.4 copy of that. Batman Adventures, Mad Love. Great early Harley Quinn appearance. So super happy to get that. Here's another book I added this year. Tell me if I'm showing too many books, fellas. You know, if you want me to stop, I can stop. Your Pope, that Catwoman is a badass book. You got to get that book this year. You know what? The Adam Hughes hype is dying down a little bit. You might be able to get it at a reasonable price now, but that's probably one of his top books besides his variants. Picked up this Daredevil number 3, first appearance of the Owl. So I'll take first appearances of major villains anytime. Owl is one of Daredevil's all-time, you know, arch enemies. Also has fought against Spider-Man and those guys. I'm gonna show you this now. Alright, bro. I'll keep them rolling, AG. I got a couple more here for you guys. Won this at an auction. It was a raffle also. And that's Fantastic Four number 52. First Black Panther. $20, bro. I won this for $20. Now, don't get me wrong. The problem with these auction things, it's like crack. Once you start playing them, if you win 1 or 2, you just keep putting money into it, and you gotta be careful because then it's not worth it. I got sucked into the game the first time I did it about 2 years ago. I won a couple of nice books. This year I won 3 nice books on them, and then I shut it down. I had beat my odds, so I stopped gambling for a little while. I'll probably start up again this year, you know. But you know, it's good. You know, the odds are good. Other thing I do, like I said, I do that comic store locator, so I expand my horizon in my neighborhood. I go out up to 20 miles. I try and hit shops all around, about an hour away. and I was out by Rutgers University. Told the wife we were out shopping. I says, she's really good, man. Listen, when you have a spouse or significant other that's supportive of your hobby, it makes life a lot easier. Cause you know this is a pretty consuming hobby that we have. So stopped at this store. I stopped at this store and lo and behold, found this beautiful copy of All Star Comics number 58 for dirt cheap. I think I paid $20 for that, and oh, 25, and I got this one there too, and I got that for $20. 4.0 maybe 3.5 subscription increase going down the middle, but CBA, man, you gotta convince her. You gotta find something that she likes and get her in there, right, AJ? It's always a lot better. I know Big's wife is a big Walking Dead fan, so she helps him and she supports him. My man Vince Semper Fi hooked me up, gave me a great deal on this one. Ghost Rider number 1, Johnny Blaze. Just need that spotlight number 5. Was at a con, picked this up, and I'm just moving through these because my battery life is dying. John Stewart's first appearance. My boy Jimmy C hooked me up with a vendor that's his boy. And the other thing with conventions, when you go to conventions, don't be afraid to negotiate, and cash rules. Guys will always work a deal out with you if you're willing to pay cash. Went on family vacation this year to California, and I wanted to stop by TiVo's shop over there. It's Comics, Toys, and Tunes in California, and dude, this guy had just amazing books. I got this for $75 there, and it's a flawless copy. I'm hoping it's in the 9s. That's first Elektra, Daredevil 168. Picked this up off of the CGC forums. New Gods number 1. I'm running down on the books here, fellas, so I'm almost done here. Here goes another high grade Justice League number 10 that I picked up. I think that's the first Felix Force. So just a nice book. Dude, you white, I would love it. You know how many times I thought about that, AG, just opening up my own store. I just think the benefits don't weigh the, you know, the effort that you have to put in there. It's a tough job, man. My boy Marky 316 will like this, but this is a nice high grade copy of Aquaman number 29, and these were all part of books that I purchased on a payment plan. First Ocean Master, so really nice. 2 more books to show you guys. Picked this up at New York City Comic Con this year. Amazing Spider-Man number 101. From the guy I buy on CGC. When he's at New York, I make sure I stop in. It keeps the rapport between us. I'll pick up a nice book from him. It's a real nice copy, except it has some overspray on the side. But other than that, that book presents really nice. First Morbius. So a book I was happy to add to the collection. I mean, in the last year and a half, I really knocked down my ASMs big time. And this was the other book that I purchased from Dale Roberts as part of a payment plan. I got this book at the beginning of the year because he does a sale in December. He actually just finished his sale now. I picked up a couple of really nice books. Hopefully I'll have those things by February. And I got this one encapsulated, and it came back exactly what we discussed, he and I. It's a 3.5 copy of Amazing Spider-Man number 14. First Green Goblin. Besides Doctor Doom, one of the greatest villains ever created in the Silver Age. I mean, he is the ultimate Spider-Man nemesis, and he just got better as time went along. When Ramita and those guys were drawing him, it was amazing. Just I love the Green Goblin. But that's it there, fellas. Thank you for watching. You know what? Let me just show you something here. Those are all the books that I picked up in 2017 that I thought were reputable. You know, picked up a lot of books. You know, it's my hobby. But I want to show you this here too. See if you guys can see that there. That's my list for 2018. I was able to knock off 5 out of 10 books, and I put up there pretty good books there. You know, my ASM 14 was a book there. X-Men #6 was a book on there. Amazing Spider-Man #3 was another book I had on there. There was some really nice books on there. I was able to get 5. I keep procrastinating on my Hulk 181 because I want a high grade. But I got a plan for that this year. Gonna start with Batman 251. I'm pressing one of those for Manny NYC right now, and that book is just gorgeous. Neil Adams killed that Joker cover, so I have to have one of those. Uncanny X-Men #2 for my my X-Men run. Yeah, you know what, Pope, I think everybody has Incredible Hulk 181. If you don't own one, that's always that top book for us guys here. You know, it's first Wolverine, man. It's just an iconic book. Amazing Spider-Man 121. I was able to get 122, but I got to get 121. My boy Jeff Johnson's looking for a 121, I believe, also. So a book I need. Amazing Spider-Man #9, First Electro. Yeah, man, I want that first Wolverine bad. I mean, I want it bad, so bad I could taste it. I was looking at a 9.0, but I probably will settle for an 8.0 at this point, and then eventually upgrade it. I think that's the way I'm going to do it. Flash 110 is first Wally West. I'm a huge Kid Flash fan. Love the Teen Titans. Love the original Teen Titans. So it's a little slow grind passion of mine. The Nick Cardy covers on those books are amazing. Wow, $100 when you were a kid. That's crazy. Fantastic Four #5, another book that probably I should have got beforehand because I think it'll rise. First Doctor Doom. I mean, you need to have that book. Definitely need to have that book. You know, trying to think of his name now, but there's a couple guys that have shown it that have gotten it this year. And just, you know, it's an awesome book. Amazing Spider-Man #4, First Sandman. Need that. Uncanny X-Men #6. First Brotherhood of Evil Mutants. Amazing Spider-Man #2. You know, the hits just keep on coming, man. There's always more books that we're gonna need, and I haven't even delved into the DC realm of things, going after some of those crazy. Yeah, you know what, Pope Grammy? I hate my kid self too, bro. Imagine. I'll tell you a quick story. Better than that. My father and my uncles were both collectors. My uncle actually you hear these stories, but he put his oldest son through college on a comic book collection. He had some Golden Age Green Lanterns and some early Silver Age Green Lanterns and some war books and stuff like that. So he sold a big portion of his collection to put his son through college. But imagine what those books would be now. This was before the invention of grading. I mean, I wish I had just the know-how or the foresight to have been able to purchase those books from him and put them and encapsulated them, you know. So, you know, talk to my dad when I was a kid, and he would tell me about reading Amazing Spider-Man, buying it right off the shelf, Spider-Man #1 and all the Fantastic Four and all of these books, and never kept them. Drives me nuts, bro. Drives me nuts. But, you know, there it is in a nutshell. Thanks for coming out and supporting me, guys. I appreciate that. Look for that video. I know I keep promising it, but probably within the next day or two. I'm changing up the way I'm going to be putting my backdrop and everything like that. I'm trying to get a little more professional here. But, you know, that's going to be it. And I've been picking up a few books here and there. So, yeah, thanks for coming out, AG. I appreciate that. Hey, Kingdom Comics, what's up, Tito? How's everything? I'm sorry, brother. A little late to the party, but better late than never, you know? Longshanks, what's going on, brother? I appreciate you coming out there. Pope Grimy, thanks for being from here and keeping me company while I ramble on. If I talk too much, just let me know, boys. You know how it is. We have a passion for this hobby, and it kind of consumes us sometimes. But until my next haul, I'll be talking to you guys later, and peace.